Welcome, this is Master Prophet Noel teaching you Santeria, the Black Magician's Secrets to His Powers, Volume 1 and 2 CD set. In this course, you will learn 4 powerful secrets all black magicians operate in that will be the direct source to their power. We will continue with today's teaching, Santeria, the Black Magician's Secrets to His Power, Volume 1 and 2 CD set. We'll be right back with today's teaching. Principle number 1. King Solomon was a black magician that worshiped other gods and deities and used demons to do his bidding. As Christians, we were taught that King Solomon was the wisest and the richest man in the Old Testament and was celebrated as a biblical character that truly loved Jehovah God. The church and organized religion used King Solomon as a poster boy and told all believers worldwide that when the blessings of God is in your life, you will prosper. In 2 Chronicles chapter 9 verse 13 to 14 says, the Good News Translation, every year King Solomon received over 25 tons of gold, in addition to the taxes paid by the traders and the merchants. The kings of Arabia and the governors of the Israelite district also brought him silver and gold. Also in verse 22 says, King Solomon was richer and wiser than any other king in the world. Now, the church and organized religion painted a picture that King Solomon's wisdom and wealth came from his obedience to God, when in reality, King Solomon was a black magician that worshiped other gods and deities and used demons to do his bidding. 1 Kings chapter 11 verse 1 through 8, Good News Translation. Solomon loved marrying foreign women. Besides the daughters of the kings of Egypt, he married the Hittite women, the women of Moab, Ammon, Edom, and Sidon. He married them even though the Lord had commanded the Israelites not to intermarry with these people because they would cause the Israelites to give their loyalty to other gods. Solomon married 700 princesses and also had 300 concubines. They made him turn away from God. And by the time he was old, they led him into the worship of foreign gods. He was not faithful to the Lord his God as his father David had been. He worshipped Ashtoreth, the goddess of Sidon, Molech, the disgusting god of Ammon. He sinned against the Lord and was not true to him as his father David had been. On the mountain east of Jerusalem, he built a place to worship Chemosh, the disgusting god of Moab, and place to worship Molech, the disgusting god of Ammon. He also built places of worship where all his foreign wives could burn incense and offer sacrifices to their own gods. Here is biblical proof that King Solomon worshipped other gods and deities, and now let's look for the proof that he was a black magician that used demons to do his bidding. According to history, King Solomon wrote a book called The Key of Solomon that was given to his son Rehoboam and told to hide it until his death. Now, the Key of Solomon, there's book number 1, which King Solomon wrote, which describes in details invocations, curses, how to summon spirits of the dead and demons to do your bidding. And book number 2 of King Solomon's writing describes purification, magic, and animal sacrifices to the spirits. Now, the next time your pastor or church leader speaks of the great wisdom and wealth King Solomon enjoyed due to his faith and obedience to God, remember this teaching. King Solomon was a black magician that worshiped other gods and deities and used demons to do his bidding. Now listen to this live testimony of Prophetess Rose, Christian brothers experiencing with black magic coming from his wife. Listen closely to this powerful testimony.
Now, let me tell you what she did. Now, let me tell you what happened. The witchcraft was so strong. Prophet, let me tell you what they did, okay?
Yes.
Now, remember, he was supposed to go to court and get sentenced, go and not be sentenced, but go for the trial, pre-trial, okay?
Now, Prophetess Rose, before you start, this is your brother that you bring him to me, and I gave him a prophetic word, and I gave him some clarity. You're talking about your brother James, that I bring him some clarity.
Right,
okay.
right,
yes.
right. And so he went to court, and I told him, I said, James, I said, you need to stop putting a lot of people in this. I said, it's too much confusion. I said, witchcraft is already complex, and it's a bunch of confusion. I said, you can't keep putting all these people in this situation. I said, because we're trying to do a work. I said, and we're doing warfare. I said, we're doing warfare. I'm doing it, Prophet doing it.
Yes.
I said, and we're trying to bring this thing to a screeching halt. I said, and we can't do that if you keep bringing other people in. I said, because see, we got to move their energy, and we got to move the deities, the devil's spirits, okay?
Yes.
The principalities. We got to move all of that in order to get to the throne room in order to stop this. I said, so you got to stop all these people in this. I said, I know warfare. You don't know warfare, so I'm trying to help you.
Yes.
He said, well, Rose, I'm sorry. Now they told me that I messed up. He said, now they want me. It's going to be 6 weeks before they sentence me. Now, that's the night before. He went to court that morning. They jumped up, and they were so confused. Even the attorneys was confused. There was so much confusion in the court.
Beautiful.
My brother said even the attorneys was confused.
Beautiful.
He said, and the judge told him, he said, this case is not supposed to be before me. He said, what are y'all doing? They tried to put more charges on him.
Wow.
And my brother looked at his attorney. He said, come on, man, what you doing? You not handling your business. They trying to set me up with more charges.
Yes.
And so they stopped it, and the judge called him to the bar and talked to them in sidebar. And he told them, so he said, I'll tell you what we're going to do. You just sit down there and let me empty the court out. So he got rid of all his other cases, and then he cleared that courtroom out. Then he dealt with my brother. And so after my brother said, no, pizza. All the churches, the new charges they tried to throw on him, he had said, no. He rejected all of them.
Yes.
So the end result is it was supposed to be 6 weeks now after this court day, Wednesday. They jumped up out of the ministry because they were so confused that they couldn't even remember the laws. They had to go on their cell phones, pull up the laws, and told them to the judge. And the judge told them, he said, it's a good thing y'all not in a federal court. He said, because y'all wouldn't be able to use y'all cell phones.
Wow.
So they ended up sentencing my brother that day and charging him some money on top of giving him 2 years probation. Now remember, he was only there. They had made an agreement with him for 1 year probation, and there wasn't no money judgment. And I told him, I said, I couldn't tell my brother, but God showed me. He said the reason why he ended up with an extra year and money was because of that confusion that he kept bringing with all the different people talking to him about this situation.
Wow.
He said, so it cost him more. It cost him some time. So anyway, they charged him. They gave him 2 years probation, $300 a month, and he got to go to all his classes, which he was already going to classes, but he got to go to anger management classes for 2 years. And so his attorney told him, he said, James, he said, I'm going to tell you what you do. He said, get the $7,200, pay that. He said, and I can guarantee you, if you get it done in 9 months, he said, I can get this thing overturned and get this off of you.
Yes.
And he said, you won't have to do but no more than 1 year. He said, but I have to try to have it paid in 9 months. And so my brother yesterday called me. He said, Rose, he said, you know what I just found out? I said, what? He said, on the 8th, you know what that heifer did? I said, what? He said, she went and put herself back on my insurance.
Wow.
She went put her name back on the insurance. So he said the angels just had him to call and check on his insurance again.
Yes.
And when he called, she had went and put herself back on the insurance. Now she could touch the burial stuff. you while she on the other line. You know what I'm saying? And confirmed that it's you. So they flagged his account. And they said that you don't want to change no more. Keep her off because she have her own issue. She went back behind his back and used her little boyfriend, to try to get back on because she have all his information. I'm like,
wow, that's amazing. Now, Prophetess Rose, when you sent your brother to me, he made $150 donation, and I told him that his wife was doing black magic on him. I said that his wife is doing spells. And one of the word of advice that I gave him was that this court situation was going to be dissolved. I told him that it was going to take a little bit of time, but it's going to be resolved. And I told him to get rid of his wife out of all his accounts. I told him, get her out of your accounts, get her out of all your accounts, because she's up to no good. She's up to no good. And I began to warn him that his wife was a troublemaker, that she was going to cause trouble in his life. Because he began to tell me, but Master Prophet, I'm a Christian. I want to do what's right. I said, no. You can't do what's right when someone's throwing black magic on you. You can't do what's right when someone is trying to cause you harm. She's going to put you away. She wants to put you away. She wants to put you away because the reality is she wanted to put him in jail. That's what her intentions was.
She wanted to put him in prison, not jail.
Yes,
prison.
in prison, yes.
She wanted to put him in prison. So now she's off the insurance again for the second time.
Wow.
So he said, Rose, what I'm going to do is at the end of the, because she's supposed to have that tummy tuck on the first of the year.
Yes.
On the first. He said on the 31st, I'm going to go back and check my account, make sure she ain't got back on there again.
Now look at this. So she's planning all of this. She's doing witchcraft. She tries to put him in jail. She's doing all this, and she's saying, oh no, he's going to pay for my tummy tuck. Is that a wicked woman or what?
That is wicked. Yep, that is wicked.
She tries to put him in jail. She throws him out of the house. She takes his money. She does all this stuff and try to put him in jail. And then at the same time, no, you're going to pay for my tummy tuck. Wow, that's amazing.